When setting up a business in South Africa, it is important to consider which is the most appropriate business structure. Each type has its pros and cons and needs to be carefully considered from a general taxation point of view, as well as from a risk perspective. Let's take a look at the basic entity types. A sole proprietor is the simplest business form to establish. It is operated and owned by an individual natural person and has no separate legal persona. Therefore, all of the risk and benefit attaches to the person who owns the business. A partnership is established when two or more persons come together to operate a business, trade, or profession. It is usually established by concluding a partnership agreement and also does not have a separate legal persona. Each partner, therefore, has an entitlement to share in the profits, but also is held liable for all of the debts or liabilities of the partnership. A key consideration for this type of structure is that every time a partner joins or a partner exits, the partnership technically dissolves. A company is one of the most generally used formats of business. It is treated by law as having a separate legal persona and therefore has rights and obligations of its own. Shareholders of a company would have limited liability and therefore would not generally be called upon to make good for the debts of the company. However, directors can be held personally liable if they have been found to have breached their fiduciary duties towards the company. Companies also have to be registered with the Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, thereby increasing the compliance requirements. For more information on the various types of companies, please watch the video in the series on the classification of companies. Non-profit structures would usually take the form of either a non-profit organization or a non-profit company. These entities are usually established without an objective of making profit and for some form of goal or mission statement. A non-profit company would have members rather than shareholders. It generally also has a number of registrations that can assist them in achieving their goals or objectives. When deciding on a business structure in South Africa, considerations should include your personal circumstances, your risk appetite, size or nature of your activities. RSM can guide you through the various considerations and legislative requirements.